Hey there, Michael Griffiths here, founder of Referral Marketing Guru. Hope you're doing fantastic. Had a great week so far. Thought I'd jump on. Referrals are not a process. It's not as simple as just simply going, hey, do A and B and C, and you'll get lots of referrals. Whether that be from your clients, whether that be from referral sources, whether that be from partners, it's just not as simple as that. There's one thing that most people just don't bother working on. And to be honest, it's also why we are so great at what we do. Because we know it's not a process. We know it's not as simple as just going, oh, take this script, send this to this type of person, and there you go. The magic will happen. So the magic won't happen because there's this simple little thing that we're all missing. Referrals are done based on human relationships. It's human marketing, word of mouth, referrals, organic marketing. All of it comes from one simple thing. How well do you do human marketing? And in essence, honestly, 99% of people absolutely are dreadful at it. They suck at it. And they suck at it because of their thinking. I'm going to touch on that real soon. Hey, if you're not part of our $1 Million Referral Network free Facebook group, make sure you come and join us. It's just simply, I'm just looking for it right here. It's facebook.com/groups/Michael Griffiths. So if you want to learn more about how do you grow your business about referrals through your networks, through partnerships, how do you actually have the right thinking? Because as you're going to see more and more, that's the only difference. You can hear people. I watch people every single day put things up on their social platforms going, oh, to get referrals, just do this. To get referrals, just do a good job. To get referrals, just ask. The thing that's missing is someone's mindset, someone's thinking. If you don't have the right thinking, if you're not the right type of person, you won't get referrals. You can follow whatever process I give you. It won't work. It's just that simple. So I want to share this with you. Let's jump over and let's do this. So there are 3 levels of thinking. In that 3 levels of thinking, most people's thinking, it's not terrible, but there's definitely some gaps that take it from being in that sort of middle zone to being where I think it needs to be up the top in that transformational zone. So down the bottom, there is just simply a transaction thinker. And this transaction thinker, I sort of refer to very much as the hunter. It's very much all about me. How do I make the next sale? How do I get you to help me? It's about me. And honestly, hey, I really don't give too much of a hoot whether you win or not. Now, in society, we're sort of taught to sort of be this transaction thinker, this hunter. Our brain is actually wired for survival. Like, it makes sense why that actually happens, why our brains are like this. Because when you go all the way back to caveman days, what do we have to do? Hunt for food, survive, create shelter. Like, it was pretty simple. There were things that we needed to do, and hence our brains have been wired this way. The only problem is in business, it doesn't help us. We need to be able to move from that transaction thinker, that hunter, to be able to move ourselves up into a collaborative thinker. Now, I tend to go that most people in business are around this way of thinking. Okay? It's about how do we do things together. It's very much around how do we create opportunities. But again, the level of thinking, and just again through our natural way of how we are, our natural way of just how our brain's set up, a collaborative thinker still has an end outcome. It still has I have a motive in mind. I'm doing these stepping stones because I want to reach this end goal. They can't take themselves away from, you know what, it's still about me. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't about me being able to get more referrals. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't about me being able to get on your podcast. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't about me being able to. So there's still, even though you can quite easily say, oh no, it's about creating win-wins and it's about being able to do things together and it's about, deep down, you're doing it because it's going to benefit you. And that's not a problem. Like, that's society. Okay? But it's when we can then really immerse and take ourselves. And this is what I love about our environment, about our guys. It's why we are better than anyone else. I don't come across anyone that has this level of thinking. And this is what makes a difference in getting more referrals, in getting partnerships, in getting your networks to be able to help you, to be able to grow your business and get clients without having to spend a cent on paid marketing. But it's more than that. It's about then how do you then turn your clients into walking, talking, ranting, raving billboards. Right? It's about how do you get your clients to start sneezing over everybody else about how good your thing is. And to be able to do that, it's about how do we become transformational in our thinking. So it's about becoming a transformational thinker. And that is when I go, you're a farmer. The transformational thinker knows it's about planting seeds. It's about harvesting the crop. It's not about killing the crop because I want to be able to go back to the crop years after years after years after years. It's very much around, as I said, this is about seeds. It's about knowing you can have lots of crops happening. You could harvest all year round. It's about how do we move ourselves to that level of thinking. Because when we've got this level of thinking, that's when all of a sudden people want to help you. People want to share you. People want to do things. And it has to start from how you are within. If people annoy you, that's fine. But you're probably going to find it hard to be able to have conversations with people. If your thinking is always around, how do I achieve this? It's probably hard to be able to then, again, just go into conversations going, no, don't know what's going to happen, but it doesn't matter because you need an outcome. There are a lot of people who just aren't the right fit to be your referral source. There are a lot of people who will say they're going to do something and they don't follow through. There are a lot of people who talk a much bigger game than what they can actually ever prove. That's life. That's just what happens. But at the same time, there is also this group of people that understand and are farmers and are great farmers. And they're the ones who never have a problem in being able to generate new business, in always having a full pipeline, in being able to ensure they're adding more impact and more value to the world than ever before. That's the exciting part. That's what happens when we get to this level of thinker. So no matter where you are right now, it's absolutely fine. But it's about how do you move yourself from being a hunter to being a collaborative thinker to becoming a farmer. And to be honest, the easiest way to be able to do that is to immerse yourself around the same level of thinkers that you want to be. To be able to create mastery, there's really only a couple of things that you can do. It's repetition, and it's also around immersing yourself in an environment that makes you bigger, makes you better, makes you stronger, makes you think differently, makes you do things differently. And when you can do that, that's when the magic happens. Okay, that's it from me. Hopefully that's been super value. Reach out if you want to talk about it a little bit more. Remember, come join us in our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Michael Griffiths. Till next time, take care, and I'll speak to you real soon. See you later, all.